Okay, we're here at Eurogamer Expo, and I am here with, if you'd just like to introduce yourself, mainly because I'm not entirely sure of the pronunciation of your name, and I want to get it absolutely right. So, if you could just introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Pavel Kulikov, producer of War Thunder. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And you're here today showing War Thunder not only on PS4, which is quite exciting in itself, being new technology, but you're also showing it on some perhaps even more exciting technology, perhaps, because you've got it shown here on Oculus Rift, as we can just see just over your shoulder here as well.
Yeah,
nice.
it's a few computers with War Thunder, and yeah, it's I think first time we will show our game with Oculus Rift, and it's great because for me personally, I feel like Oculus Rift is made for our game, especially because it's really a huge experience, great experience with technology. Yeah. We always looks to the all head tracking device model and virtual reality device because we made like flight simulation for 6 years and always support all head tracking device. So yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to say, from what I've seen of Oculus Rift so far, it seems very well suited for a cockpit-based shooter, basically, and that's obviously something that you've taken a leaf from and decided to make.
Yeah, because it's like virtual head tracking device, virtual reality device like Oculus Rift is really great for the flight simulation games and driving games. Yeah, when you're in a cockpit, you want to know what is going around, looking constantly, because like the real pilot said in World War II, if you're looking straightly only, you'll be dead in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You need to check all your tail, and it suits really well.
And I saw that in the War Thunder demo that I was playing on Oculus, that I was literally going, right, hang on, and looking behind me and seeing exactly what's going on behind me. And that's, as you say, that's not something you can do when you're only watching something on a 2D plane. So
yeah,
it's definitely interesting. Now, just dialing it back a bit for a second as well, can you give us a bit of an overview of exactly what War Thunder is, if people aren't familiar with that, and the history of the game on PC, and the fact it's coming to PS4 now and stuff? Just give us a slight overview of that.
Okay, so War Thunder is free-to-play online game about massive combat in World War II settings between planes, tanks and ships. Right now we're on PC in open beta stage. We crossed 3 million players mark in July. Yeah, so we're pretty big. And will be launch title for PlayStation 4. And also our game will be available for Mac and iPhone and tablets later. Okay. And the big thing about PlayStation 4, it will be a cross-platform gameplay between PlayStation 4 players and PC players.
I didn't even know that was technically possible, so that's good to hear. I like that, that's good.
Right now Sony is really open to developers to talk about original idea, new ideas, and we are very glad to work with Sony. Not only cross-platform gameplay, but the updates from PC will be in the same time on PlayStation 4. Okay. We have a special agreement with Sony about this, so it's the same version.
So it'll be like, even though it's already out on the PC, it will be an equal, there won't be a lead platform for either one, basically.
Yeah,
okay.
All content on PC will be on PlayStation 4, of course.
And is it going to be free to play on PS4 as well? Okay,
yeah,
that's interesting.
And no PlayStation Pass required for the play.
Okay.
Yeah,
so there's no barrier to entry, basically.
Yeah, it's really and on PC we have a really fair monetization. We're free to play, of course. We have like premium account. You just boost your experience gain and premium planes. But premium planes is not more powerful. It's almost the same like the free one. So, for example, in USA Tech 3 you have Air Cobra, and you can achieve it for free. It's like a Rag 7 or. But in USSR Tech 3, this is a premium plane for the.
You just get earlier access to it, basically.
Yeah. This is because USA sent this plane to USSR in World War II as Lend-Lease, as a help. And that's why it's premium. It's like collectible. If you want to have all USSR planes, you can buy it. But it's still the same in USA, so it's not like any superior. And of course, customization. We have skins and decals. You can achieve it for free if you just spend some time. But of course, if you want it right now, you can just buy it. So no any pay-to-win elements like golden bullets. No, that's unfair.
And the whole in-app purchases, free-to-play model is a bit of a sticky thing at the moment. But that's exactly what I like to see from it. It's something that you can earn in-game, but if you don't have time and you want to spend the money on it, you can just throw money at it. Basically.
Yeah, and you can achieve the top rank without any money. You don't like blink from the screen on the screen like pay us. No, this is a really fair monetization, and this monetization we will have on PlayStation 4 as well.
And do you know? Have you talked about a release date yet? And do you know when you're moving out of beta for the
on PC? Yeah,
version?
yeah, PC version. We're still in beta because there will be different adjustment to the design of the game. So we know we have a plan for this. So we can't call this release because we know it will be change in design. Yeah. So I don't have any dates for this. But. Yeah, it's like online game. And after release, we will constantly update it with new content. Like for PC, we have big updates every month with new planes, new maps. And all these updates for PlayStation 4 as well.
Yep.
And I think the next big update will be a tank gameplay. Yeah, it will be this year. So and the ships next year. So on this year, there will be planes and tanks gameplay in one battle, in one game, not a separate game. It's like World War II.
Now, going back to the Oculus Rift version for a second as well, because it's kind of, we're over here seeing that as well. How was it developing for the Oculus Rift? I mean, you said it was quite a natural fit, so was it a fairly easy thing to adapt? One thing, I've noticed one thing that I'll come on to in a second, a slight criticism. Slight criticism.
Yeah.
I'll come back to that.
We are open to criticism always.
But generally, was it a good thing to develop for? Was it something that was easy to port across from what the software that you'd already made? Was it an easy thing to push onto Oculus Rift, basically?
We already looking for the all new hand tracking device virtual. It's I just can say that honestly, it's like 3 days to set up Oculus Rift in our game.
Yeah.
And it was an interesting question about interface, because in the gameplay it's really natural, but in interface we spent like maybe a week to adapt our interface. But it's not hard.
That's one of the things that the small criticism I was mentioning, just that I couldn't read the messages that it was coming up with because I was in my cockpit and it was in a blind spot of where my cockpit was. Then now that's something that I've seen with Strike Suit Zero, that the menus for that were very much stuck to your face. Is that something you're having to change the way you make a UI design just for Oculus Rift? And will that change your base design from the way that you do UI, user interface design in general for games going forward? Will it change it completely?
Yeah, because we online game, we constantly update, and we are always in the stage of updating our interface, because there is some feedbacks from our players, new feedbacks, we collect them, updating, fix our bugs, just maybe some new things we'll release and listen to feedbacks of players. So of course, and for Oculus Rift like interface, Oculus Rift isn't released yet. So of course we already support. You can, if you have dev kit, you can download our game, and
see, that seems to be something that a lot of the Oculus Rift developers are doing. That they're just generally making the software available now because they want as much feedback as possible.
So we just collect feedback, upgrade, and of course, Oculus Rift version is not like the final. We'll still update.
Well, look, I very much look forward to getting my hands on Oculus Rift in the future. Hopefully, playing some War Thunder when I do. I'll look out for it when it comes to the PS4, and if other people can't wait for that, they can jump on the PC and play it now for free. So
play for free. It will always free, and you can start to play on PC right now and continue PlayStation 4 and even tablets and Mac. It's huge variety of platforms to choose you.
Oh, good. Well, thank you very much for your time, Pavel. Very interesting, and I'll look out for War Thunder in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Cheers.